Hey everyone, thank you for clicking on this. If you did, I hope you like it. If you do, please like, subscribe, and comment below. So this is my final review of the day. If you've been watching all my others, I did a lot of reviews today. This is the review, my thoughts on the Sixth Doctor. Dun, 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 dun. Also, one quick thing. Fancy Bear! Fancy Bear! Sorry, had to do it. I like the Fancy Bear shirt. Colin Baker. A lot of people, for Classic Who, for Doctors 1 through 7, absolutely despise Colin Baker. They hate him. They hate his incarnation. They hate what the writers and what they were trying to do with this version. They hate his outfit. A lot of people hate the Sixth Doctor. As I said before, I don't hate any of the Doctors. I like more some than others, but I think all incarnations 1 through 15 do a very good job and have interesting iterations of the character. And for Classic Who, for the Sixth Doctor, I like him a lot. He was brash. He didn't take crud from anyone. His incarnation was going wrong, and it brought out his dark side, his evil side, which they don't delve into until the reboot, until the 9th, 10th Doctor. But for Classic Who, this was brash. I know from interviews and just people talking about it from when it premiered and all that. I know people are like, "This isn't Doctor Who. What are they doing? What is going on?" And I applaud them. This took guts. This took courage. And it didn't work for a lot of fans. We're used to the Doctor just being... Yeah, he did what he had to do every once in a while, but not like this. Colin Baker was, I think, one of the most misunderstood versions of the Doctor ever. He only got 2 seasons. Until the movie and the reboot, he had the shortest run of any main Doctor at this time. And that's sad. He was very, very misunderstood, and people did not like him. I love this Doctor. I do. I'm sorry. That's going to be a hot take with a lot of fans of this series. But he was awesome. He honestly was kind of, how do I want to put this? He was the angry Doctor. I'll go with that. He was the angry Doctor, where his... This is before the story of the Time War. So he didn't have that baggage yet, but this is a prelude to that baggage. Because he still has a lot of stuff that he's been through over the incarnations and the regenerations. And this was their first attempt to show that, and people weren't ready. People were not ready. Also, a lot of people hate his outfit. And they make fun of it in the show. His outfit is one of the most unique outfits. And even Colin Baker, in interviews in the special features on these, he knows it was a bad outfit. It was weird. But it's so funny and just shows that in his incarnation he didn't care what anyone thought. He knew what he wanted to be, he knew what he wanted to do, and he did it, and he didn't care about what anyone thought. And the audience wasn't ready for it. But since I watched these years after they premiered and over, and these came out way before I was even born yet. I think we're still in the 70s in his era. But yeah, I wasn't born yet, and honestly, I like his 2 seasons. I like his era. I like his first season more than his second, because, or his first season and then half of his second. Let me explain. Because I like his companion of Perry. I thought him and Perry had, there we go. I thought they had fantastic chemistry. Just like I thought Sarah Jane and the Fourth Doctor had better chemistry than Sarah Jane and the Third. I think Perry and the Sixth Doctor had way more better chemistry once they got used to each other, and once they actually once his regeneration became better and he wasn't so messed up in the head as he is in the beginning when he first regenerates. I thought they have great chemistry. And I love rewatching his first season. I do. It's so much fun. And you can tell they did have fun with this one. And I enjoy the Sixth Doctor. I do like his second season, don't get me wrong. Because this was the first time until the reboot era, 9 through 15, that they did a season-long story arc. And not hints here and there like they do in the reboot era. But this is where every episode connects to the previous episode. Every single one. And it was interesting. It was fun. It was entertaining. And maybe it's because I like law shows. I like Law and Order. I like Suits. I like Chicago Justice, even though it lasted 1 season. I like lawyer shows. And Colin Baker's second season was pretty much half of each episode is a courtroom. And it's entertaining. And when you watch the special features and you find out what Colin Baker was going through in his life at this time, he gets so much hate, but he gives a great performance as the Doctor, as the Sixth Doctor, and I love his performance, especially when you watch an interview of what he went through during this time, I'm not gonna say it because it's you can Google that without spoiling anything. This is just his personal life, like, but he still brought a fun and joyness and a dark side to the Doctor that no one truly saw until now. Like, you got glimpses, but Colin Baker and his incarnation brought a true darkness that people weren't ready for. They weren't. And the reboot definitely hits on that more. And I guess people were ready for it at that point. But when it came to the Sixth Doctor, they were not ready. And he gets so much flack and hate for it. And I don't think it's deserving. I don't think it's deserving at all. I enjoy the heck out of his incarnation. I wish he had more seasons. I really do. I wish he had more episodes. I really do. I like him more than 5. And that's a hot take. He's probably out of the classic Doctors that got TV. Out of 1 through 7, I don't know how I would rank him because I'm not doing that, but he would be up there. Out of 1 through 7, he would be more top tier than bottom tier. Like, he would be more on my top of my list. For me, this is just me. And I might get flack for this opinion, and that's okay, as long as it's respectful comments. I can take hurtful comments, just be respectful. All I'm saying, be respectful. But yeah, I enjoy the heck out of his 2 seasons. And I really like his chemistry with the actress who played Perry. Hold on, let's see if I can find her name. Nicola Bryant. She played Perry. Nicola Bryant played Perry, and I thought they had great chemistry. They bring in a different, like halfway through his 2nd season, they bring in the next companion who transfers over to the 7th Doctor. I don't know if it was her voice or what. But or maybe her energy, like her character's energy, or just naiveness. I don't know. I'm not a fan of her. Even when she was with the 7th Doctor, but hey. She's not a bad companion, I just can't remember her name, but his first season with Perry and then half of his 2nd season before she leaves, oh, they had great chemistry. And they have some great episodes, stories. Hold on. Let's see if The Two Doctors. That's in his first season. Oh, that's a fun episode. That's a fun story. That's a fun story group of episodes. Yeah, I really, really like Colin Baker. I do. I really, really enjoy his Doctor. And I think he got too much hate for his incarnation. People weren't ready for it. But now, with what they did with the Time War and everything else, I think if you rewatch his version of the Doctor, you'll see the first inklings of what he can become and his darkness, because there's always a darkness to the Doctor. He doesn't always show it but he definitely shows it more with Colin Baker. And it's interesting, and I like it. They don't make him evil. They just give it. He's just a darker version of himself. And it's enjoyable to watch and to see. Like, I'm not saying he, like, all of a sudden starts, like, just killing people and randomly murdering and not caring about helping. They don't change his character that much, but there is a darker side to it, this version, this incarnation, and they show it, and it's interesting to watch and to see. And I really do think he got too much hate. And after all the current versions, I think people should rewatch The Sixth Doctor and see that they tried something. They always try something. Every incarnation always tries something. This really tried something. And it didn't work for most of the fans. But for me, in current times, 2026, I watched this years ago. So, and then I actually rewatched it recently, like in the last few months or so. But yeah, with current times, current incarnations, I think it works. I think they did a great job with this incarnation, and he gets too much hate, and I think people should rewatch this era, especially after the current era, and give his doctor another chance. That's my opinion. In the comments, let me know what you think of the Sixth Doctor. Did you like him? Did you hate him? Do you have different thoughts now after the current incarnations? Or do you still think they went too far with his incarnation? Do you think he went too dark side? Let me know. I'm curious. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let's get conversations going. Be respectful with comments. And I will see you on my next review, which will either be the Seventh Doctor or another MCU movie or something else entirely. But I hope you're enjoying this journey, and I will see you on the next one. Have a timey-wimey wobbly day. See you guys. Peace. Bye-bye.